Hi everybody, welcome to Firewatch. It's out. It came out last night, actually. I was gonna pick it up last night, but it got late, and then I didn't pick it up. So, here I am this morning, picking it up. I'm kind of looking forward to this. I hear lots of good things about it, and it's like a wilderness mystery simulator that takes place in Wyoming, my favorite place. Don't even know where it is. I've heard of it, obviously, but I couldn't pinpoint it on a map. Anyway, we are going to play Firewatch. We're going to see what this game's all about. I've never played it before. I'm going in blind, and usually that ends well, because I'm pretty good at games. I just have like this natural affinity with them. Oh. We've seen Julia, apparently. Who is Julia? Me and Julia down by the schoolyard, maybe. No. Probably not. Okay. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. Okay. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. Hi, Julia. You are drunk. You're pretty. So what's your major? Let's just say, Julia, you're pretty. I don't know if you guys want to know about her major. I don't really want to know about her major. You're pretty, she says, coolly. You are not. You're a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. Okay. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Oh, okay. That's, wow, that happened really quick. I'm not sure how to feel about that, actually. Julia? Great. Okay. Julia bought me a cheeseburger, now I'm alone in an elevator, and hey, look. A free backpack. Nice. Alright, cool. Can I press the button? No. Alright, we're off. The adventure begins. Julia, man the fort. That's right. Adventure Joe is off. Maybe to Wyoming. I got my backpack and my truck. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Nice. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Sounds good to me. Julia wants to get a dog. Boo. That's when you feel like you want to strangle Julia every day of your... No, I'm just joking. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Alright, we have to consider momentarily, okay? Beagles, fine. What I know about beagles is that they eat everything off the ground, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. A diaper filled with shit, they'll eat it, okay? Gum, no problem. They're all over that. Just like a broken, cracked open, rotting egg on the ground randomly. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those, but a beagle would also eat that. Now, on the other hand, a German shepherd named Mayhem is probably not going to preoccupy himself with those things. No. He's going to guard you with his life, bodyguard style, kind of like your own little Kevin Costner. And I'm thinking in terms of this game, if we are going to be out in the wilderness by ourselves, we don't want a beagle who's just going to be sniffing around eating shit off the ground. We want a German shepherd who is going to bite somebody for us, potentially, named Mayhem. Alright, cool. Mayhem's an excellent dog. He loves wrestling with you in the park and goes with Julia on her runs. Even though he's too big to bring to school, Julia loves him all the same. Mayhem is a friend, child, and pet all rolled into one. Well, maybe not so much that. I disagree heavily with this. But anyway, Mayhem, come on. 1979. Wow, it's been 4 years. You talk out on the deck. It's summer. We're drinking, of course. 9:30 p.m. Mayhem is also drunk. And the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Well, kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple little idiots. Well, I mean, that's not really the attitude to go into it with. If you're just gonna presume that they're idiots straight off the bat, before you even have them, that would be pretty good, I guess. Okay, let's see what happens. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. See, this is the thing I like about Julia. She understands. She knows. Man, check this out. Fuck, this is beautiful. I love the art style of this game so far. It's amazing. Look at it. It's really cool. All right, here we are. Thoroughfare Trailhead. Warning, Thoroughfare Trailhead is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. No fireworks. Do not forget to check in. Learn to live with bears. 2 forks. Okay. I'm guessing we have a map somewhere already. And can we run? Alright, there's no running allowed in this game. That's fine. Unless maybe I can... Ooh, you can do a really hefty zoom though. Okay. Fine. We begin our journey into the woods. After learning a lot about... It's 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad, or do we ignore her? What kind of person are we going to be to Julia in this case, in this instance? It's 1980, okay? I mean, there is lots of liberal open sex happening in the 1980s. Let's not forget about that. Maybe Julia has gone out and indulged in some of aforementioned activity. You never know. We should maybe get mad, but we could just ignore her as well. I mean, we could just take like the social high ground, play hard to get maybe? No? Okay, we're gonna ignore her. You don't touch each other all night. Next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. Damn it. The whole marriage is collapsing. Or are we even married yet? It's 1981 now. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research, sorry. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Okay, yeah, Julia was right. You are very pretty. Oh man, that makes me feel so good. Oh, okay. So we're out hiking again. So I guess our like great pastime is getting out here and doing a hike, which is nice, right? Clears the cobwebs out of the old head. And gives you like a new lease on life. You know, sometimes you think about stuff while you're out here and you think, yeah, it's not so bad. Look, we're in 2 forks. Fire lookout. 8 more miles. Jesus Christ. That is a long ass way. Spacebar to climb over obstructions, okay. Things might get intense while we're out here, such as the sun, where we might have to actually press space, mash it like there's no tomorrow. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking mayhem at night. Oh, that's nice. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Alright. Mayhem runs away. Fucking mayhem? What the hell? May me move, fuck the dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. Okay, you confront the attacker. Alright, well, look it. Mayhem was meant to be the bodyguard here, but I think we're just gonna beat his goddamn face in. I think that that's a sensible approach to this situation. Alright, mugger, have at ye. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. Oh, I don't know if the river is going to be any safer, actually. It could be. I don't know. Rivers generally, like the edge of a river, like a canal or whatever, doesn't seem to be the safest route for me, but plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Wait, what kind of work do we do? Are we professional hiker? Crazy. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Oh. What do we do in this situation? These are like really big life choices, right? Do we support Julia in what is probably going to be a huge step in her career, and probably the foundation for an excellent rest of our lives, even though we haven't had kids yet? Or do we convince her not to take a job so that we can be a gigantic man-child and go out hiking with mayhem every single day? Well, it's a toss-up between being really greedy or being kind of supportive. And when I say kind of supportive, I'd say probably super supportive. Alright, fine. Agree if she commutes back and forth. Oh, okay, so we don't even have the option of actually moving. We're just firmly not going to move. Okay. Alright, let's force her to commute then. Because for some reason we don't want to move. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. That's not enough. What the hell? What's she doing out there in Connecticut every night, getting drunk and having fun without me? Fuck. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. Oh, she lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. Is this like come back to the incident with the mugger where she got really flustered and she couldn't speak? I'm gonna say yeah, that probably is the case. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Uh-oh. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it? Make macaroni and... Maybe we should talk to somebody about that. That doesn't sound right. I don't think that that is a thing that's curable by macaroni and wine. Most things are, but maybe this one, not so much. If you're having an episode and getting really flustered and stuff, it could be sort of a sign of an underlying thing, right? Okay, we're gonna talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia at 41. Is that a thing? Does that happen? I thought that dementia was something that very, very old people got. No? Oh well. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Oh, Julia. That's a dark passenger at 41. Holy shit. Alright. We're out here at our campsite. Okay. I can't actually move right now. I guess I have to pick up this journal. I have no choice. Okay, fine. Oh, nice. That's quite the picture she drew. Mayhem is getting older. He's got silver hair down his back and slows down at night. You and Julia walk him to the bar to see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to the university. All right. Holy shit, we are moving along. Look, it's 1987 now. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Oh man, that sucks. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. Oh god. You tell her family, they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. Wow. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. It's not something that gets better, unfortunately. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. Do we want to do the noble thing? I mean, we have a dog, and we have like this sort of rich couple's life without children, whereby possibly we could actually take care of her. We still don't know what our job is, so we don't know if that's going to be like a big taxing thing. But we do seem to have some sort of lust for camping and hiking. So maybe we can escape. I mean, we won't be able to do much of that if we're going to be taking care of her by ourselves. All right, let's do the noble thing, because nobody really wants to be moved into a full-time care facility. I think if you've had experience with this, I think at face value, yeah, it seems like a sensible thing to do. But there's a lot of things involved in that you never really fully consider. And sometimes those can come back and bite you in the butt cheeks. Okay, we're going for the noble route. We're going to go and take care of her by ourselves. Oh, man. Look at this. I really love the look of this game. This is fantastic. All right, so we're back on the trail. I guess we could go up this way. There's like a little path up here. So I guess this is like you're in between bits and pieces. His whole life is going on, and occasionally he gets out here and he can walk along, sort of figure things out at his own pace. Oh, look. A deer. Hello, deer. Do you want to see a picture that my wife drew of me in the nip? No? No, he does not. He's run away. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. Yeah, that must be pretty hard, actually. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. Uh-oh. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You put a chair in front of the bedroom door, or you trust that she sleeps like a rock. All right, well, I think that if we trust she sleeps like a rock, she's going to be out and about, and probably going to have to be brought home by the police, or worse, actually. Do we do the safe thing and put a chair in front of the bedroom door? I mean, that's kind of like imprisonment. And if the police did come around and see that, maybe I would get arrested for that. I don't know. But we do want her to be safe. And after all, she probably is safer in her own bedroom than out in the great wild world, right? Okay, we're putting a chair in front. Oh, shit. What's going to happen? You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple of nights a week. You look forward to those nights. Oh, I see. We're finding like some refuge at the bar. One night you are stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law Susan. Oh my god, this is 1989. We got done for a Dewey. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia's coming to live with them. You don't argue, you say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by, summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. Holy shit. You take it. Alright, cool. Oh, I guess this is where we become a fire guy out in the wilderness. Is this our job? Enter the lookout tower. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's so neat. What a sad story leading up to this. I guess everyone's got a story though, right? That's what they say anyway. I mean, some people's stories are just like really, really goddamn boring. But some people have like kind of exciting stories or tragic stories or whatever. And I guess our guy here has one of those. Now he's all out here by himself. He's like kind of old. He's like a grizzled veteran. He's got those eyes that have seen a lot of life. And, you know, all the young whippersnappers coming up, and they're all, like, super naive, and they look at him, and they're like, what does this old-timer know? And he's just thinking the whole time, I know everything. Turn on the power. All right, no problem. Oh, this is pretty cool, actually. Okay, power on. Wow. We have to... Ooh.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello. How are you? I guess that's the radio? Okay.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Hi, Thoroughfare Tower. How are you? Hold left shift to activate the radio. Okay. Hello. We can select this and then talk to Delilah.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah,
Hi,
that's
Delilah.
what the guy said on the phone.
Wow.
So, what's wrong with you?
Real
Excuse
charmer
me?
here.
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
Oh,
What's
shit,
wrong with
here we
you?
go. Yeah,
That's
bitch.
a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine,
All right,
then
Delilah.
Can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
What's wrong with me? You've killed 3 ex-husbands, so we're gonna try to guess what's wrong with Delilah. We have a time limit here. Nobody back home can stand you. You've killed 3 ex-husbands.
Okay. You've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow, and you're just out here until the heat dies down, and then you'll kill again.
Oh.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I sleep now?
What?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay.
How are you gonna sleep with Delilah out there on the
I don't
loose?
know anything about you.
There's
9
nothing to
times
know.
out of 10,
Don't
folks
tell her
out
anything,
here
Henry.
simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Oh, man. That is very sort of all up in my business. I'm not sure how I feel about that, actually. Okay, anyway.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway,
Yeah,
there's still
right,
a few
2-day
hours of
hike.
daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, it looks like we're kind of set up here. So let's continue next time. Firewatch. We'll play this all the way through, I think. I'm not sure how long it is, but it seems really interesting so far. Story leading up to us getting to this tower is pretty cool. And it'll be interesting to see sort of what Delilah is all about. Hey, look, there's a picture of us. Photo with Julia. We can't actually see Julia's face because I guess she's like holding a camera and taking a picture of a mirror, which is like something they did in the 80s quite often, actually. You'll see a lot of pictures like this. Okay, cool. Great. Well, there you go, Firewatch. There'll probably be another one of these today, actually. I'm just planning on sitting down and getting massively engrossed in this game and playing it through, if it's not too long. So I'll probably just release these as they're ready, rather than on any sort of schedule or whatever. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope you stick around for the ride. I hope it's going to be a good one. So far, so good. Seems pretty interesting. Nice looking game, if nothing else. But having said that, so far the story is very good, very well written and everything, and very interesting. So I look forward to more. Great. All right. Well, join me next time. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.